So if you watched last week, my little show was about talking down to your colleagues, looking down on them, speaking down to them, judging them with your voice, with your words, and how it's such a bad thing to do. And I have another thing I wanted to talk to you about that specifically. Hi, it's Bill. This is Creative License, and thanks again for being a part of my Dog and Pony Show. This is the thing. The Dog and Pony Show, I know everybody out there, as soon as I get to it, they're all saying it like they know I'm going to say it. So now I can't stop, right? Thanks for being a part of my sponsors, taking good care of them. Electro Voice, promo only, DJ Event Planner, Disc Jockey News, and of course, my workshop, The Entertainment Experience. Now, my wife heard me recording last week's show, talking about how colleagues, DJ colleagues, when they try to give each other advice, first of all, it's unsolicited, and secondly, oftentimes they talk down to people as if I got the answer. You're a big dummy. Oh, I can't believe you're doing it that way. You know what I mean? It's that whole awful way of talking to people, and I know you've done it because I've done it. I try not to do it anymore. I'm very cognizant of it too. Somebody brought it up to me, so that's why I brought it up to you. But one of the things that my wife brought up when she heard me recording this was how, as a person who goes and sees DJs do at weddings, because she's seen me long enough, right? And she starts to have her own opinion. She's not in the DJ business. She's in the hair business. She's in the I'm going to weddings business. She's she's one of the customers that you might have someday. So her opinion, I think, is pretty valid. And she said, well, what about the DJs that speak down and talk down to the audience? Oh my gosh. Yeah, she said, I hate it. I hate that. Number one, I hate it when a DJ yells at me. He's always yelling. And I talked about it in a past podcast. But this one, she said, is just infuriating because I'm out there having a good time, or I'm sitting at the bar listening to the music or whatever. And all of a sudden I hear the DJ ask for a round of applause and then afterwards say, come on, people. Don't you love the bride and groom? Just to get more out of us, to shame us, she says, into doing things, shame us into dancing. Come on, this is a good song. Come on out and dance. What is wrong with you people? Let's dance. Let's party. You people know how to party. Don't just sit there shaming the people at the party into being a part of the party, talking down to them and shaming them. I get that. I know that because years ago when I was first getting started, that's what I did, right? I couldn't get things going. I didn't know how to get things going. I was finally just on the microphone, and I thought, well, they got to hear that I'm up here. It can't just be the music that brings them up here. And I'm playing this great song that works every time, and no one's doing anything. I better let them know, remind them, hey, man, this is Sweet Caroline. We got to have more singers up there. Don't sing in the back. That's wrong. It's got a dance floor over here. I know you're bouncing at the bar, but what is wrong with you people? Come on down. I would run out there with rubber guitars and saxophones and props and stuff like that. And nothing wrong with those things. But I did that to really kind of shame people into having a kind of a good time that I thought they should have, right? It's not like they weren't having a good time. It's that I, for some reason, thought their good time should be with limbo poles and hula hoops and dancing to the songs that I wanted to dance to and clapping at the times I want them to clap to. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do those things. That's not what I'm saying. It is in how you ask the client to do it. It is in how you ask the audience to do it. If you've made a connection with the audience, if you have created an agreement, and I can probably get into this a little more. This is quick. The idea of creating an agreement with the room is a conversation that's longer than my little 5-minute podcast. But if you've created that with the room, you've created the agreement that you are the leader of the party. And when you say it's time to party, they go, yeah, great. I love it. I'm in. But if you haven't created that agreement and you are starting to now badger them, shame them, embarrass them, judge them for not having the kind of fun that you think they should have because you're up there DJing. And when I DJ, people jump up out of their seats and they put on silly props and they wave their arms in the air like they don't care. It's not as subtle as you think. It can be very subtle. But when you begin to see it, you begin to make some adjustments. And then how you talk to the audience now becomes an invitation from the person who is leading the show, as opposed to the guy they've been ignoring, telling them that they're not doing it right. You're not having fun right. I think you should be careful of that. Have fun, but don't tell any other people how to have fun. Invite them to have fun. It's a big difference. Seems subtle, but it's bigger than you think. What do you think of this? Write your comments below. Tell me what you think. This is Bill. This is Creative License. And I'll see you next time, right? I mean, you're going to come back, right? You gotta. I mean, come on. You're going to make me unhappy if you don't.